Hey, it's Tango Oscar Mike. I want to talk about an aspect of the ham radio hobby that I don't think people talk about too much anymore, and that is QSL cards and certificates. I like getting QSL cards. I don't know anybody who doesn't like getting QSL cards. Some of the cards you get are customized. So I'm just going to go through what I have in this folder here for a second. This is my log from the 2020 13 colonies. I worked all of these QRP. The only one I didn't get was the bonus station. It's a nice QSL card. So these are some of the QSL cards I got from the 13 colonies event. New Jersey. There's one from the 11th Apollo 11 50th anniversary. This special event station was N4A. W9W. That was Air Adventure at Oshkosh. First Man on the Moon. And these are special event stations that I've made contact with, sent them a card, and then in return they've sent me a card. Yeah. And sometimes people, you exchange cards for contacts. So if people do that, I do that. That's the Croatian amateur radio station. Pretty cool. K2J, that's a 13 colonies. K2K, K2D, K2Z, 13 colonies. So there's lots of stuff like that. It's from the Pennsylvania QSO party. Another 13 colonies. Yeah, these are all 13 colony stations. And they do a good job of the cards. It's kind of neat. You get a little bit of history on some of them. This is actually here in Pittsburgh. That is Point State Park. And you can still see parts of the fort are still there at the park. But yeah, 13 Colonies is a very cool event. I highly recommend you do it. It's every July every year. Yeah, these are all 13 Colonies ones. KCP GOI from Texas, KE3G. Yeah. But yeah, you get a lot of them. Here's when I reach a Platinum Hunter status for Parks on the Air. I don't know why I even printed it out, but I still think it's cool to get these types of awards. Space Center Amateur Radio Group. This is a commemorative special event station that I worked on 20 meters. So here's a certificate, one of the certificates I received from 13 colonies. Yeah, there's some other good QSL cards. I think it's fun to exchange these cards. There's another one. Yeah, I got some duplicates. W3R. This is actually from my county, this W3R one. This is for the Whiskey Rebellion special event station. We didn't do it this year. Every year we have a Whiskey Rebellion festival here. And here in Pennsylvania, and actually Washington County, is where the Whiskey Rebellion occurred. The Whiskey Rebellion was caused by a tax on whiskey. It was the first tax on a domestic product in the United States. And the farmers rebelled, and of course, good old George Washington decided that he needed money for his war, so he came out and enforced the tax on whiskey. And it was quashed here, and sad day for all of us. Not only, like I said, not only was it the first tax in the United States on a domestic product, it's a tax on whiskey. I mean, come on. And this is a certificate. This is really nice parchment paper, imitation parchment type certificate that we gave out for that event. This was from 2018. But yeah, it's a really nice event. We didn't do it this year because the festival was called off. But yeah, you can actually go to the festival and drink whiskey. So it's pretty cool. But the reason why I'm showing you all these is to encourage you to do so, to get some cards made and exchange them with other stations that exchange cards, like me. If you make contact with me, send me a card and I'll send you a card. This is my old QSO from my old call sign, KC3TOM. I actually set this up. This is my 857. I set it on my bar in the house, put some whiskey there with some tokens from the Whiskey Festival, put home of the Whiskey Rebellion, 1791 to 1794. I get my cards. This was the first card I ever got, ever had made, and I get them from KB3IFH, that's Kilo Bravo 3, India Fox Hotel. And basically you can send him a picture of anything. If you have a scan of a drawing you did or just a photograph you like, you send it to him and ask him, tell him what you want on your card, and he'll print it out for you. This is my new QSL card. Of course, one of my favorite places to operate, my backpack. Put my call sign, my grid square county. These are high gloss, very nice postcards. For 100 of them, it's $50. So they're about 50 cents a piece. But I do like exchanging these, and for some special event stations, you have to send them a card to get a card. And you could print them out using your own printer and put them, you can buy postcard type paper and print out your own QSL card. I recommend getting just get maybe 100 QSL cards. I think that's the minimum, because you may want to change in the future. So get 100 and then pick a different photo and send new cards out, is my opinion. I just got these in from the time I contacted him. I think I contacted him, I sent him an email late at night telling him what I wanted on my card. The next day he sent me a proof. I verified that everything on the proof was right and ordered it. And I think I had the cards within just a little over a week. So yeah, good response. And like I said, very nice cards. Any picture, anything you want to put on a card, he can do. He does a great job. His name's Randy. But yeah, QSL cards are a lot of fun. I bought some envelopes too, because some places you need to send a self-addressed stamped envelope, especially for special events, to get a card back. So I bought some envelopes, I bought a book of stamps, and I send them out every once in a while. It's a lot of fun, and like I said, I enjoy seeing some of these cards that I get back in. Like I said, some of these are kind of special to me. Especially the NASA ones. I get a big kick out of talking to the NASA stations. I have a card in here from Antarctica, I believe, somewhere. Let me see. We all know that. What was that? Devil's Tower in Wyoming, where Close Encounters of the Third Kind supposedly take place. There's Disneyland, Belize. Another military person. Canada, NQSAB. Here it is. This is from Anderson Scott South Pole Station in Antarctica. I worked him. He was finishing up his tour down there and was heading back to the United States. So I had to wait a while to get it. To get the card from James. He wasn't sending cards out until he was back into the States. But yeah, sent a card out. Yeah. So I don't have a lot. Not a lot of people send cards anymore. But I do enjoy getting them, and I enjoy sending them out. So it's something I'm going to continue to do. And it's a part of the hobby that I think a lot of people forget about. And I know there's eQSL online, and I tried that, but it's just not the same to me. I enjoy getting the cards and collecting them. So I don't use eQSL. I use Logbook of the World, and I use QRZ for my logs. I honestly really enjoy getting the QSL cards. If you have N3FJP, the logging software, or any good logging software, it helps keep track of cards you receive and cards you send, but it will also print out address labels very easily. So I use N3FJP to print out my address labels to to stick on the back of the cards. It's a part of the hobby that you just don't see too often anymore, but I still really enjoy. So this is Tango Oscar Mike for QSL Cards. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Tango Oscar Mike.